The 2023 presidential candidate of the new Nigerian People's Party, Rabiu Kwankwaso, has strongly criticized President Bola Tinubu's administration. Speaking at the Kano State Stakeholders Dialogue on the 2025 constitutional amendment, Kwankwaso accused the government of concentrating national resources on developing the southern part of the country while neglecting the north. This has sparked fresh debates about equity, federal allocation, and regional development in Nigeria. So now we want to hear from you. Do you agree with Kwankwaso's claims? Is the North truly been left behind, or is this a political narrative? What should the government do to ensure balanced development? Now we want to hear your thoughts, and remember, your thoughts are very valuable on us. You can send in your contribution via message, WhatsApp message on the number displayed on your screen. You can also call on the number displayed on your screen. What do you think about this? Do you think the Kwankwaso, do you think, as Kwankwaso claims, that the budget, the North are being left behind? Hauwa, these are the issues. What do you think about it?
Well, when it comes to these type of regional allegations, especially when it comes to infrastructure and what the government needs to do for the people, it happens time and time again when it comes to whoever is in office. When the late former president Muhammadu Buhari was in office, the same claims were put forth that the north is being favored and the south is being neglected. And right now, as we have President Bola Tinubu as the president, and that claim is out there as well. All right, we have our first caller on the line. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Chijoke. I'm calling from Nsukka.
All right, good morning, Chijoke. Thank you for calling us. How is Nsukka this morning?
Cool and drizzling.
All right, that is great. What is your take on this particular issue or topic?
Well, I don't really think the issue raised by Kwankwaso is actually worth discussing on national television because, of course, you know, it's all lies. One, if you check the trajectory of political leadership in this country, I think the North has had more shots at the leadership position at the federal level than the South. And we should not forget in a hurry that Buhari just left office some 8 years ago. Babangida had been there, Abacha had been there, Abubakar had been there, and name them. So it is really trying to be politically correct for Kwankwaso to say that Tinubu in 2 years is concentrating development or infrastructural whatever in the South. You know, in the last 8 years, of Buhari's administration, almost every given position was given to the North. So the North has had ample opportunity to develop that area. And if they fail to develop the North, they shouldn't be, they shouldn't shift blame to Bola Tinubu that has just come on board, that has just been there for 2 years. I mean, the truth of the matter is that our politicians are too self-centered and selfish that they only think about themselves. Nobody cares about the people. So it's not about the region. It's not about whether it's the South or the North or the West. It is about the politicians. They refuse to develop our place. They refuse to make life, you know, living for the ordinary people. I remember in the 70s, a dollar was about 70 kobo thereabout. And the people were being begged to go overseas. You know, on graduation, jobs were waiting for you. You know, blue chip companies were begging you. They will come with enticement, with brand new cars, housing opportunities, and all that. Now, where have all that gone? What has changed over time? Because, like Chinua Achebe said, the problem with Nigeria is the problem of leadership, the problem of the people refusing to do the needful. So nobody should come and begin to single or profile people for not developing the North or not developing the South or carrying people along. Everywhere is underdeveloped. If you come to the South is undeveloped. The East is underdeveloped, I beg your pardon. The roads are impassable. Insecurity is everywhere. There is dearth of infrastructure. I mean, life is hellish, brutish, and short. So it's not peculiar to any particular section. So let these politicians stop playing on the psyche of the ordinary people and begin to create enmities between the North and the South and the ordinary people of Nigeria, because everybody is experiencing the pains that are the realities on ground in the country now. And we can do better. A new Nigeria is possible, if I may borrow the words of P2B. A new Nigeria is possible. But it can only be possible when we get people who are truly committed to the welfare and the betterment of the ordinary citizens of Nigeria. Let's put North, West, East, South aside. Let's look for people that are thinking Nigeria and are ready to utilize the resources that we have been endowed by God Almighty for free to develop our place. We don't have any reason to be poor. No Nigeria has any reason to be poor, because we have all it takes to be richer and bigger than America and Europe and wherever. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that contribution. He made some key points. He said that politicians should stop using these kind of allegations in dividing Nigeria. Let it be that when you're in governance, Nigeria should be looked at as a singular entity without separation or without, putting one against the other. All right, we have Shatima Yakodima on the line. Hello, good morning, Shatima.
Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Maryam.
Good morning, Shatima. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, alhamdulillah.
Thank you for calling. What's your thought on this topic today?
Honestly speaking, as my brother just before, he have said exactly what I'm trying to say. The truth of the matter is they should stop playing with our senses. You see, if we say Tinubu have neglected the North, it's not Tinubu neglected the North. But the truth of the matter is Tinubu have neglected the whole country. The whole country has been neglected. We cannot say South, North, whatsoever. It is only our governors who neglected their state. And we thank God where we have governors who are delivering. But the majority of them, they are not doing anything. That is sincerely speaking. But if you talk about neglect, the Tinubu was not neglected the North, but rather neglected the whole country. The whole country were in suffering. Everybody is suffering. Things are going worse and worse each and every day. It seems like there is no government in the country. And that is sincerely speaking. We should now we have been come to the maturity that we understand what is happening. This politics of making us to be clashing between North and the South is over. All what we are after is somebody who will deliver. Who will deliver? Who will take the people of Nigeria to the promised land? That is the person that we are looking for. And we don't care wherever you come from. If at all you will be sincere to the people and you will handle this country rightly, that's the people that we are looking for henceforth. We are not after the South, North, whatsoever. We are one Nigeria. They should stop playing with our senses. They try to divide us for their political benefit. We don't give a damn about that. Henceforth, we are not after that. If the truth of the matter is, it's not a criticism, but rather it's a fact. If you say that Tinubu have neglected Nigeria, this is a fact. This is a fact. It's not about North, South, whatsoever part of the country. Look at what is happening now. Insecurity, there is nowhere to show about. Education, nothing to show. Health, nothing to show. You see, things are going worse. People are hungry. People are dying. We are talking about Nigeria, it's not part of Nigeria. Or the whole Nigeria is suffering. Tinubu has neglected the whole Nigeria. And the governors, our governors, they are worse. In respect of some few of them. Some of them are trying. but majority of them, they tell us, honestly speaking. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Shatima, for that contribution. And so far, our callers are saying that it is not even about the North or the South. It is Nigeria in its entirety. Whether there are projects being done in the South, it is still a fact that the president has let Nigerians down. A lot of things are going on, and things that are meant to be looked at are not looked at. There's insecurity, there's dilapidation when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to health, when it comes to education, when it comes to the roads, and everything in between. And Nigerians are saying that their eyes are now open. You cannot, blindside us and use this as a political gimmick. We can see everything clearly and we can see what is happening, and just do your job, and that is just it. All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
all right, could you please lower the volume of your TV so that we can hear you clearly?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Please lower the volume of your TV so I can hear you clearly.
Yes, I'm calling from Niger State.
All right, thank you for calling. What is your name?
My name is Mohammed from Niger State.
All right, good morning, Mohammed. Thank you for joining us. What is your take on this issue?
My contribution about the development of Nigeria at large.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, this issue of development is not about one side of Nigeria, but all over the Nigerian.
Go ahead, we're listening.
The business are dying. The people are in hunger.
Okay.
People are no longer get 3 square miles in a day any longer in Nigeria. Why?
All right, Mohammed,
we have no good road. There's no good road.
Your contribution is coming delayed because your volume is still on.
I blame
He is listening to himself.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, Mohammed, do well to call us back. Well, next, when you call in us, please switch off or turn down the volume of your television set so that we can hear you clearly. All right. We have another caller on the line. We have Ismail on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Ismail. What's your take on this issue?
All right. To be very candid to us, our political classes, our politicians cannot be fair to us. They should all remember they take an oath. They take an oath that yes, people give them their trust to be where they are today. The resources they are mismanaging today, they should remember it's not theirs. It's for thousands, millions of Nigerians. They should also think back. Before them, we have some politicians. They have left office. What is their position today? They should think of that. Where they left Nigeria. Nigeria is ours. We don't have any place rather than Nigeria. The most painful aspect of all this is the last administration, they talk of subsidy, they remove subsidy. That if subsidy is gone, there will be less borrowing of money, and yet the borrowing of money from outside the state countries is this increasing. So what are we saying, for God's sake? Do we have any other country than Nigeria, for God's sake? We don't have any other country than Nigeria. Why don't we better this country, for God's sake? It's high time we, the electorate, should know that we have, it is our mandate. Whoever we are going to give, whoever we are going to elect to be our leader, be it the Senate, because the major problem we have are the assemblies, national assemblies. If today Tinubu is going to borrow and they say Tinubu, you are not borrowing, Tinubu have no option than to lay down. When you have borrowed, what did you use it for? most of the problem we have is just a gameplay. Tinubu said he has given a lot of billions to trillions of naira to governors. What do they do with it? And that is nothing but the bitter truth. The major problem we have is National Assembly and the governors. They are the major problem we have in this country. As my brother Shekima says, some of the governors have tried, but majority of them have failed. The topic, northern Nigerian, they shouldn't even talk because Buhari have given them enough opportunity. What did they use the opportunity for? For the good 8 years. Let me even say northern Nigerian they are the one controlling Nigeria in all aspects. What do they do about security? Come to the north today. The most backward region in Nigeria today is the north. What are the leaders doing? For God's sake, and thousands and millions of naira are being given to them on a monthly basis. What do they do to better the life of their citizens? Nothing. Come to education-wise, nothing to write home about. Healthcare, nothing to write home about. Road, or the only state I can boast of, yes, I can credit the Katsina. I was opportune to be there. Whenever you even get to a boundary, you don't need to be told. You know that yes, you have entered another state. Road infrastructure, Katsina has tried. What is other state of the north doing that they cannot emulate from Katsina state? They should also, at least they go to southwest. They saw what Yorubas are doing. We are all the same. We are all in the same country. As I always said, Yoruba, the Yoruba region of the country, if the way they are, that is how the north is. Believe me, Nigeria is better off by now. They will never elect who they know will not deliver. If you work in a government agency, what did you do? What is your blueprint in that place you have worked? That will be what they do before they give any political appointment or before they elect you to represent them. So I pray Nigeria should be better off than this. And I pray our leaders should be God-fearing. And I pray with the Nigeria, whenever the next election is coming, we should look at it. If possible, we should MOU whosoever is going to represent us. In the first 4 years, this is what we want you to do. If you cannot do it, then we'll kick your ass out. We elected you there. We have to dictate for you, not you dictating for us. May God bless Trust TV. May God bless Nigeria. Thank you. That is my take.
Thank you very much for that, Hauwa. In a nutshell, if I understand what most of our callers are saying, Kwankwaso's claims do not really hold waters because more than 50% of leadership opportunities goes to the Northerners, yet we do not see the impact in the North. Take, for instance, the last caller mentioned something, and it really stuck inside me when he said Buhari's administration gave lots of Northerners opportunities, but we cannot even boast of one big governmental industry, or in fact, even if it's a small industry that runs perfectly, smoothly, and efficiently in the North.
Well, that is actually another take. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Amidu from Niger State.
All right, thank you for calling us. What is your take on this issue?
Yeah, my take is just like the second to the last caller. Kwankwaso should have considered Nigeria not north, because what is happening is hunger everywhere, and the way things are going, I'm afraid this country is likely going to break. Because are no longer living in the same Nigeria. Nigeria is not a company, not a country. It's a company shared to agree to rule by shareholders. That's what's happening. If you look at the governors, take example for Niger State. It's always even when General Buhari died, he was in London. He couldn't even come back. People are being killed everywhere. All you go is signing MOU. Come to the state and see what's happening. And they are always busy. They don't even want to live in the country again. I don't know what is really happening or how do they intend to turn things around. So my advice is we should just be patient, be prayerful. God will take control. But honestly, this country is no longer a country. It's a company. Nigeria is a company. It's no longer a nation. This is what is happening. I pray things will go right. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution with a lot of callers calling for unity in Nigeria, and not allowing politics or politicians try to digress from what is really happening, what Nigerians need, and what is meant to be done for Nigerians. But then at the end of the day, when you look at it, it has become something of a regional, should I say, politics when it comes to it. Someone would say that the Northerners have been given opportunities. No, the Southerners now need to be looked at or concentrated on because, at a particular point, Northerners have been given opportunity. But then at the end of the day, it is still one Nigeria. At the end of the day, even if a federal project is done in the South or the North, it is still in Nigeria, and we still have to understand that at the end of the day. All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Frank, calling you from Abuja.
All right, thank you for calling in, Mr. Frank. What is your take on this matter?
Yeah, the point is this: Nigeria's situation is highly complex. I don't want to go into a blame game for any of them. Most of these our leaders, they are nothing but criminals and crooks. First of all, the major problem we have as a nation, they are the security, police in particular, the National Assembly. You see these two very elements. They are the problems of this nation. In particular, the police. Assuming the police knew what they're doing, knows what they're doing rather, most of these our leaders, they're supposed to be the ones to mend them. But rather they have turned them into tools for mere manipulations. Look at their lives. I mean, police people in particular, guards, securities in the houses, protecting criminals. How much is their salaries? They are the ones. And when we try to voice out, they will now instigate them to now go against the armless protesters. Whereas they forget to know that what we Nigerians are crying for will also benefit them. How much is their salary? The police in particular have their problems. They keep protecting these leaders. They should allow the masses, citizens, to invade the National Assembly, invade the presidential villa, invade so that they will see that the nation, the citizens are not happy. By the time it's done, blood being shed, then people being killed. I mean, let them even kill them, most of them. If that will bring sanity in Nigeria, let it bring. Because people are crying. There is hunger, starvation in the nation. They told us that they have removed subsidy. Yet we are still borrowing money. From where? The money they recover, what have they done with it? It's very crazy. Then the other aspect of it is the National Assembly. Oh yes, member. Whatever the executive does is good and correct for them. They fly because their parties are partners in the whole system of what they are doing. It's very crazy. A time will come in this country, if things are not properly done, the sons of the oppressed will use cutlass, will use stick, will use whatever.
I think there's a network glitch.
All right, here, so we lost our caller. Do well to call us back so that we can hear more on your thoughts. All right, when it comes to...
Hello.
All right,
Okay,
all right. Go ahead, Mr. Frank.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, the sons of the oppressed will one day use anything available for them to chase these oppressors in their various places and deal with them. But the securities cannot allow that. Nigeria has gone to the stage of no redemption anymore. It's only violence now can bring up those people out from the system. I rest my case, Jerry.
All right, thank you so much for that contribution. All right, we have a couple of WhatsApp messages on here. This one... All right, this one is from Okwanachi Noah Adama from Kogi State. And they say, our challenge in Nigeria is the same all around. Go to the north, you see poverty and underdevelopment in the south, east and west as well. Politicians should treat Nigeria as one single entity. They should treat Nigerians as one. If good road is good for the north, we should all know that it is also good for all of us. My village is just 200 kilometers from Abuja, but I pay almost 20,000 naira to go home just because the road network is not good. Let the government be working everywhere. In conclusion, the North has had a fair share when it comes to governance. Long live the federal government and Nigeria. Thank you. All right, that is another take from Okwanachi Noah Adama. Thank you for your contribution.
The next message. The next message comes from Golton from Bauchi. He says, "Good morning. To be honest, the topic alone showed how divided this country is. Besides, the North should not complain in any way, please. We rule this country more than any part of this country, and yet we complain like we are being muscled down by other regions. We brought worse government of late Muhammadu Buhari and supported his administration for crying out loud. What do we want? Let's talk about Nigeria, but not sections or geopolitical zones. We want good things, but we always support bad government. We are not ready yet." Another
WhatsApp message from, I think we have one from Nandi Bete. And it says the issue of skilled development in the country is sensitive. The trajectory of development of the various parts of this country by wielders of political office holders is like an old song being played over and over. Take states creation, for instance. From the Goan era, we had 12 states, 6 in the north and 6 down south. But see where subsequent states creation has brought us to. What's the distribution of states between north and south? Recall what happened during the last administration, like construction of rail lines to neighboring countries and even supplying buses to ease transportation in such countries because of the alleged affinity of our leader to those countries. This was when Nigerians were suffocating back home here. Well, even with whatever is happening today in governance, our hope is that a new Nigeria is possible. That is from Nandi Bete Okucha.
That's a very profound one, if you ask me, Hauwa. We shouldn't be talking about regional differences or what region is benefiting from the government and what region is not. We are one Nigeria, and that's why we always say we should be unifying our diversity, And so saying this region is benefiting from the other one is not it, actually.
All right, I think we have another caller on the line. We have Abasinko from Gombe. Hello, good morning, Abasinko. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, beautiful baby. For presenting the program fine.
All right.
Very welcome topic. National development. Sincerely speaking, all the states in Nigeria are underdeveloped. Just take a look at Dubai. Some youthful, exuberant people came up with good ideas and did what? And projected Dubai. And Dubai, that was a desert, became a modern classified city. What stops Nigeria from becoming like that? You see, the problem we are having is our rulers. They are not leaders. They deceive, continue to deceive. Just like all the callers have said, they have said the truth. From Shetima to the first caller, in fact, that first caller was so dynamic in his statement. Look at Shetima coming up with a dynamic profiling solution. But they listen. No. Now I want to add, to cut insecurity, our youth should be engaged and encouraged. If we don't, what is development? We should encourage the youth, because when we encourage them, we are developing them. Psychosocial programs, be encouraged. What do I mean by that? No discrimination from a woman, a man, no discrimination. All must be taken along. Look at the man was talking about policemen. I so much love that man. Our policemen has become security guards. Imagine, I watched on this program where a Chinese was pushing out maybe 5,000 to all the policemen, and they were queuing and collecting money. I listened to your program very much. Is it not a disgrace? A shocking and disgrace to this country that my sister. In fact, I don't really know what to say. Why are we the marketing ourselves? Why are we dehumanizing ourselves? And our House of Assembly and House of Assembly now, they are major problems because they become tools. It is very wrong. But I want to really appreciate the governor of Gombe State. He has really been trying. Some states have been trying. Go to my state, you see what is happening there. From Akpabio to all the governors, successive governors, they have really tried. We have the best airports. We have the best football stadium where ball are played. We have what do they call the river there, the Atlantic Ocean. They have built hangars for ships where they can build ships. This is from the government, not from the federal government. So our state governors should emulate some states, and they should partner with some states. Just as I was saying, the governor of Gombe is trying. Look at the drainage system he has instituted in most of the nooks and crannies where flood were taking houses, destroying homes, killing people. He came and did something wonderful. So until we start being positive, nothing can really happen. And I also want to add here that oath of allegiance is being taken by our leaders, oath of office, oath of secrecy, and they have sworn to an oath that they will hold integrity, hold this country. But have they done what they said after taking an oath of office, oath of secrecy, oath of allegiance? They go about corrupting themselves, and they will pay. For you to carry Bible and swear, for you to carry Quran and swear that you will hold the integrity of this office, of your office, and then you derail. You are playing with divine. You are playing with God. So we must not play with God. And again, I want to talk about policies. Our policies and structures must be the policies that will encourage Nigeria, that will encourage the state, that will make Nigeria to move forward. Not policies that will bring us back. Look at China. Look at Bangladesh. Look at Japan. Look at Malaysia. They came to carry civils from here, from Edo State. And today, look at where Malaysia is. Nigeria and India, they were at the same time. But today, look at India. They have nuclear energy. The one who wanted to construct in Kaduna, is it Kaduna or where? What is happening there? Zero. Until we start to do the right thing. If we don't do the right thing, there will be problems. We must probe some offices. The police department must be probed. The DSS must be probed. Look at, in which year was that? 2.5 billion went headway. That was in 2000. I mean, that was in 1980. When this man was in power, and Buhari was the Minister of Petroleum, and then 2.5 billion at that time, unaccounted for, and Obasanjo was the head of state. So they should be probed. We must continue to probe these people. When you hear that money is missing, probe them. If not, where will there be money for development? Thank you, Justice. God bless you this morning.
All right, thank you so much, Abasinko, for that contribution. As he rightly said, that we have to look at Nigeria as a whole, and then at the end of the day, we have to hold those people responsible, accountable, especially when it comes to the states. because that is where you would see more progress and more change. And when it comes to federal projects, doing it for the South or for the North or anywhere in Nigeria is doing it for all Nigerians, and that would benefit all Nigerians at the end of the day. All right, thank you so much all for your contribution.